What's up, YouTube? Let's do the New York Times hard Sudoku puzzle for August 22nd, 2025. Before we begin, be sure to subscribe for more Sudoku videos like this. And if you'd like to try the puzzle yourself, there's a link in the description. So with that said, let's fill the grid. Okay. All right, so let's just start up here. I see two threes. Looking into this box, so 3 is in one of these two cells. This 7 points up and this 7 points across, so 7 is going to be in one of these two cells here. These two 1s down here pointing into this box, so 1 is in one of these two cells. Over here I see 1 and 3 pointing into this box, and that creates a 1-3 hidden pair right there. So the 1 and the 1 point up here. We can place another 1 up here. Now we can pencil 1s in over here. That does leave a triple behind here, so this is going to be a 2, 4, and 7. This is just 2, 4, this cell right here, and then we have 2, 4, 7 in the other two. So the 7 and the 7 now point down here. So 7's in one of these two cells. 4 looks up here, 4 looks across, so we can place a 4 there. 4 is going to be in one of these two cells. 2 is going to be in one of these two cells here. That's going to place a 2 right there. That's going to place another 2 right here. And that's going to place the 4 here. Okay. So the 4, can't do much with that right now, but now we have a 2-7 pair here. So let's look at the rest of this column. We need a 5, 6, 8, 9. All right, so this is just 6, 8 right here. Whoop. What am I doing? Why is it doing that? Okay, let me click it over here. Okay, yeah, there we go. So we got 6, 8 here. Let's look at this top row. Let's just fill the top row in. We need 6, 7, 8 in the top row. So that's 6, 7, or 8. This is also 6, 7, or 8. But for this column, we need 5, 6, 8, 9. I'm going to fill this all in just because, I mean, even though we can't restrict it yet, it's still, I want to have it marked so I remember that this is all this can be over here. This column here is 2, 4, 7, 8. 2, 4, 7, 8. Okay, so this is just 2, 8. This is 4, 7, or 8. This is 2, 4, and 8, not 7. And this is 2, 7, or 8, not 4. We already had 7 marked down there in one of these two cells. And then over here, this is down to 4 as well. Let's just mark this whole thing up. We need 2, 5, 6, 9. And this is a 6. So it can't be a 1. This cell right here can't be a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Can be, and we're saying has to be a 6. Can't be 7, 8, or 9. It's a 6. All right, so that's not a 6. So this is just 2, 9 down here, and this is 2, 5, or 9. Okay. So this entire stack here is marked up. So 5 and 5 here, I notice, are pointing up. So 5's in one of these two cells. 1 is going to be in one of these 3 cells here. Just looking at this middle box. So we got the 5's, the 2's. The 2's are done. This column here is down to 3. We need a 1, 6, and 8. So this is just 1, 8 right here. Actually, this has to be the 1 because 1 is claiming these 2 cells right here for the column. So the only place for 1 in the column is right here. And now this is a 6-8 pair. And that means this is not 6-8. This has to be a 7 now because it was down to just 6, 7, 8. Because if you look at the top row, those are the only 3 digits left for the top row, and this is in the top row. So it cannot be a 6 or an 8, it must be a 7. And that does put 7 in one of these 3 cells as well. This is a triple here. This is a 4, 5, 9, so this is 5, 9. This could be a 4, 5, or 9. This could be 4 or 9. Okay. This can't be a 7 right here. All right, let's see. Let's look this way and see. We have a 9. We can place a 9 here. I see 9 and 9 looking across into this box, and these 2 9s looking in. So that is a 9. But what else? Let's see, 5 and 5, and we can place a 5. We got this 5 looking up, so this is a 5 right here. What about 8? I don't see anything with 8s yet. 4. Nothing with 4. All right, let's move down to this. Here we're down to 3 in this row. So let's look at that. 4, 7, and 8 is what we need for this row. 4 and 7 are in this box, so this actually has to be an 8. So that's not an 8. This is a 4, 7. Ooh. Now this 8, we have the 6, 8 pair right here. So 8 is in one of these 2 cells in this box. This box is down to 3. We need 3, 6, and 9. 3, 6, and 9. Over here, 4 is going to be in one of these 2 cells because got this 4 looking across and 4 looking down. Let's see, 1. I'll take a quick look at this row here. It's down to 4. We need 1, 3, 6, 8. All right, this is 1, 3, 6. This is 3, 6, or 8. 1, 3, 6, 8. That's not as fruitful as I thought it might be, but just wanted to check that. Okay, 9's going this way. How about 7? Oh, 7 up here. When I took the 7 out of here, this 7 points up into this box, and this 7 looks across, and we had those marked in one of these 2 cells, so it can't be up here anymore because of this 7. So this has to be a 7. And that means this is a 7 down here. So this is not a 7. We had 7 in one of these 2 cells here, so this is now a 7. And that's a 4. So we have a 2, 8 pair, it looks like, in this column now. So the only place for 4 is right here. That's not 4 anymore. 4 is in one of these 2 cells here. Okay, what about these cells? Let's mark them up. We need 2, 3, 6, 8. Actually, before we mark those up, because I don't see much, 2, 3, 6, 8, I don't see anything looking here except for this 2. So in this column here, we need a 3, 6, 8, and actually 6, 8 sees this cell, so that is a 3. So we're left with 6, 8 in this column. Now this 3 removes 3 from there. And actually we had 3 limited to these 2 cells here. We could have placed that 3 as soon as I placed that 7. So that's a 3. Now this is a 3 down here. Now this is 3. So 6, 9 points here. So that's not 6, 9 anymore. That's not 9. So the rest of this row is a 2, 5, 8. So this is just 2, 8 right here. This box is 2, 6, 8. Okay. How about up here? We need a 1, 6, 8 up here. 1, 6, 8. I don't think we can eliminate anything there. But that does give us a triple right here, a 1, 6, 8 triple. So that points over here and removes 6, 8 from there. And that's about all it does. All right, so let's look at this row. We need a 1, 2, 4, 7. So where's 4 gonna go? 4 could go here. Let's just mark it up. 1, 2, 4, 1, 2, 4, 7. Actually, I don't think it can be a 2 either because this 2 points down here. So 2 has to be in one of these 2 cells here. That points up here, and so that can't be a 2. 1, 2. Oh, so this is a 4. This row needs 1, 2, 4, and 7, and 1, 2, and 7 are looking at this cell, so this is a 4. That points back here and makes that a 1. So we can take 1 out of there. Let's not be too hasty. So 2 now has to be here, and 7 has to be here. I just want to make sure that there weren't other... I didn't know if I had that cell completely filled out or not. So, all right, so this is a 7. That's not a 7 now. All right. So now 4 has to be here. We placed a 1 here, 2 4s looking in, these 4s looking in from the top and bottom, so this is a 4. The 1 up here can't be there anymore, so now we have 6, 8 in this box. So the only place for 1 is right here. That's not 1. What do we need for this column? 6, 8, and what? 2. We do need a 2. So the 2 has to go right here. 2 is pointing this way, 2 is looking at that cell, so this is a 2. We have 6, 8 left in the box. Down here in this bottom row, we have 2, 6, 8, 6, 8, and 2, 8. That's a triple, so the only place for 9. Another way to look at that, if you don't have that all filled in like that, is just see 9 points here. So and then 9 is pointing at this cell, so this has to be a 9. We can take 9 out of here. We just have a 2, 5. All right, we're getting there. We're getting down to the end. 1, 3, 6, 8. So 3, 8. This 3 and this 8 point into this box, so this is a 3, 8 pair. So this can't be a 6. So 3's in 3, 8. This is a 3, 8 pair. So that means this is a pair. The 3 is not involved in that. It's a 1, 6. It's a 1, 6 pair. Okay, and that points here and resolves the 6, 9 pair there. This 9 now points up and must be here. So 9, this is a 4, 5 pair now. So this is 4, this is 5. 5 points here and makes that a 2. And now this is 5, 8, and 2, 8, 6, we're left with 5, 9. This has to be the 5. This is the 9. This is the 8. This is the 6. This is the 8. This is the 6. This is the 6. This is the 8. Got a lot of 6 8s. 8 and 3. 3 and 1. 1 and 6. And we're getting to the end here. This is the last digit for this column is a 6. We got 2 8 left. That's a 2, and that is an 8. Okay. Very nice puzzle. I think this section over here where we found, I mean, they give you a 1-3 pair right off the bat. So if you do all the follow-up to that, I think that leads to the rest of the puzzle just kind of falling into place. It wasn't like the most straightforward puzzle that we've seen, but because we did still have to find a couple other hidden pairs, things like that. And I felt like I was just all over. I didn't just go top to bottom. I started over here, and then I was kind of working my way around kind of randomly today. So, but it was a good puzzle. I enjoyed it. Let me know how you did in the comments, and don't forget to subscribe if you haven't already. I would love to have you as a subscriber to the channel, and I will see you next time.